Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Princess Dolores G. Ramos, Teacher 3 from Simona National High School. My research is about the use of instructional video in self-learning module-based instruction in Araling Panlipunan 7. It was done last October to December 2023. For the rationale, with the advent of the so-called new normalcy because of the threats posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, educators are facing challenges on how they will teach the students the lesson in order for them to master the expected competencies for them. Teaching Araling Panlipunan is one of the most difficult subjects to teach during modular distance learning, a valuable and crucial subject taught in schools in Araling Panlipunan. In order to stay on course and advance toward modernization, people from the Asian civilization have been using historical research and careful consideration of their habits, traditions, and way of life from the beginning of time. These historical occurrences serves as the foundation of the development of cutting-edge technology and inventions that improve and drive a better way of life. Putting it more simply, Araling Panlipunan generally satisfy everyone's curiosity, producing our current generations to whom we owe the answers for. Furthermore, it is anticipated that this subject will aid in the creation of a fully formed citizen who is educated about current events on both a local and global scale, and who can critically analyze them. Araling Panlipunan's concept and subject matter are abundant in actual inspirations and bases. The kids may be social concerns and current events relevant in this way. The pupils might become aware of the unique position they might play in the community. However, since the students are engaged in independent study at home with the maximum help of their family members in the absence of their teachers due to the unseen enemy, many struggles to complete their learning tasks in Erling Panlipunan 7. Some of their common reasons were they did not understand the lessons without discussion. The topics were quite broad and should be explained to them, and the learning tasks were too difficult. In the case of Simona National High School, students were identified to lag behind due to their incomplete outputs and learning tasks. This resulted to their poor academic performance, particularly in Alaring Panlipunan. Because of the aforesaid scenarios, the researcher opted to conduct this study with the aim of determining the effectiveness of instructional videos in teaching select lessons in Araling Panlipunan 7. The researcher believed that the result of this undertaking would serve as a basis to initiate innovations that would enhance the performance of the learners. For the statement of the problem 1, what are the pretest scores in Araling Panlipunan 7 of the students in the control group without instructional video and in the experimental group with instructional video? What are the post-test scores in Panlipunan 7 of the students in the control and experimental groups? Three. Number 3. Is there a significant difference between the pretest scores of the control and experimental group? Number 4. Is there a significant difference between the post-test scores of the control and experimental groups? Number 5. Is there a significant difference from the pretest to post-test scores of both groups? And number 6. Based on the results, what program can be proposed? The hypotheses are there is no significant difference between the pretest scores of the control and experimental group. Next, there is no significant difference between the post-test scores of the control and experimental group. And then last, there is no significant difference between the pretest and post-test scores of both and experimental groups. This research is designed as this study employed the quasi-experimental research design of research utilizing pretest and post-test. Experimental method is used to identify the significant difference between the level of performance of the students as reflected in their pre-test and post-test results before and after exposure to the developed instructional videos. This study was conducted in Simona National High School, situated at the hill of Simona Subdivision, Barangay San Isidro, Taytay Rizal. The school is composed of only 7 rooms, only 6 are functional classrooms with televisions. To classify who are the respondents of the study, stratified sampling was used wherein 30 grade 7 students served as the respondents of this study. These are coming from two sections whose grade in Araling Panlipunan range from 80 to 85, which fall to the average level of learners as reflected from their first grading period grades in school year 2023-2024. To develop the research instrument, the researcher used parallel tests in the form of pre-test and post-test as the main research instrument in gathering necessary data to answer the research questions. The pre-test and post-test adopted by the researcher from the DepEd's self-learning module, which are composed of 45 items, 15 items from each topic, such as kahalagahan at ugnayan ng tao at kapaligiran, mga likas na yaman sa Asya, at implikasyon ng likas na yaman sa pamumuhay ng tao. To gather the necessary data, the proponent developed the instructional videos based on the selected topics in Araling Panlipunan, which include kahalagahan ng ugnayan ng tao at kapaligiran, mga likas na yaman sa Asya, at implikasyon ng likas na yaman sa pamumuhay ng tao. Experts and teachers in the field evaluated and validated the developed instructional videos in terms of content, quality, technical quality, and instructional quality. Their suggestions and recommendations for the improvement of the learning materials incorporated before its utilization. Each respondent is given a 45-item question pretest which is given before the start of the discussion of the topics. The researcher gets the frequency of scores of both control and experimental group. The mean percentage scores, and standard deviation of each group is computed. The MET criterion determined the numbers of students within the non-mastery level, nearing mastery level, and mastery level. Only the self-learning modules are used by the control group. The experimental group used both self-learning modules and instructional videos in studying their lessons. At the end of the discussion of the topics, the respondents from both groups are given a 45-item post-test. The researcher get the frequency of scores of both control and experimental group. The mean percentage score, and standard deviation of each group computed. The MET criterion will determine the number of students within the non-mastery level, nearing mastery level, and mastery level. The results of both groups are compared to determine if there is a difference in the level of understanding of the respondents with or without instructional video in studying their lessons. Also, it determined the academic performance of both groups. For the statistical treatment of data, to determine the pretest scores in Araling Panlipunan of the students in control group without instructional video and in the experimental group with instructional video, mean and standard deviation will be used. To determine the posted scores in Araling Panlipunan 7 of the students in the control and experimental groups, mean and standard deviation will be used. To determine the significant difference between the pretest scores of the control and experimental groups, t-tests will be used. To determine the significant difference between the post-test scores of the control and experimental groups, t-tests will be used. To determine the significant difference between the and pretest and post-test scores of both groups, paired t-tests will be used. Table 3 shows the difference in the pretest scores of the control and experimental groups. Table 3 shows the computed t-value of 0.514 and t-value of 0.06, which is greater than 0.05, suggests there is no significant difference between the pretest scores of the control and experimental groups. It implies that at the time of the study, the two groups were not significantly different as far as the level of knowledge prior to the instruction was concerned. The difference of 1.07 means of 19.67 and 18.6 was not significant enough to reflect difference. Hence, the two groups were good sample of the study. Table 4 shows difference of the posted scores of the control group and experimental groups. Table 4 shows that the computed t-value of 1.324 and less than 0.05 of p-value of 0.001. This is an indication that after instruction, significant difference existed between the posted scores of the control and experimental groups of grade 7 students, where only the experimental group was taught using the instructional video strategy in teaching selected topics in Araling Panlipunan. The result of the t-test shows that using instructional video was effective in teaching selected topics in Araling Panlipunan is evidenced by the mean difference of 3.33 in favor of the experimental groups. Table 5.1 shows the differences in pre-test and post-test scores of the control group. As reflected in Table 5.1, the computed paired t-test value is 18.69 with the p-value of 0.001, which is less than 0.05. This indicates that a significant difference existed between the pre-test scores and post-test scores of the students in control before and after they taught without using instructional video. Hence, the null hypothesis was rejected. This means that the scores of the students in the post-test significantly increased even without the use of instructional videos. In Table 5.2, differences in pre-test and post-test scores of the experimental group. Table 5.2 shows that the computed pair t-test value was 25.81 with a p-value of 0.001, which is less than 0.05. This means that the significant difference existed between the pre-test and post-test scores of the students in experimental group before and after they were taught using the instructional video strategy. Hence, the null hypothesis was rejected. This means that there is a significant increase in the scores of the students from pre-test to the post-test, such as instructional video is an effective strategy in teaching Araling Panlipunan. Based on the result of the statistical treatment of data, the findings are, out of the total of 15 grade 7 students in each group, 15 or 100% in the control group obtained the pretest scores in the range of 1 to 22, described as the non-mastery level. For the experimental group, 13 or 87 belong to the scores range of 1 to 22 and only 2 or 13% got the range of 23 to 33, described as the nearing mastery. The mean score of the in the pretest of the control and experimental groups were 19.67 and 18.6 respectively. Hence, the distribution of the students in experimental group is slightly wider than that of the control group as evidenced by the corresponding standard deviation of 1.39 and 0.90. After instructions, 8 or 53% and 7 or 37% students of the control group obtained a posted scores in the range of 23 to 33 and 34 to 45, described as the needing mastery level, respectively, whereas the posted scores obtained by the most of the students of the experimental group 13 or 87 belong to the score range of 34 to 23 described as the nearing mastery level, and only 2 or 13% are obtained as score range from 23 to 33, described as the nearing mastery. The control group has the mean score of 33.40, described as the nearing mastery level. In the post-test, while the experimental group obtained a mean score of 36.73, described as the mastery level. The computed p-value of 0.514 and p-value of 0.06, which is greater 0.05, suggests no significant difference between the pretest scores of the control and experimental group. It implies that the time of the study, the group were not significantly different as far as the level of knowledge prior to instruction was concerned. The computed p-value of 1.324 and a less than 0.05 p-value of 0.001 is an indication that after instruction, significant difference existed between the posted scores of the control and experimental groups of the grade 7 students, where only the experimental group was taught using the instructional video strategy in teaching selected topics in Araling Panlipunan. The result of the t-test shows that using instructional video strategy was effective in teaching selected topics in Araling Panlipunan as evidenced by the mean difference of 3.33 in favor of the experimental group. So based on the summary findings, we conclude that the proposed project was to have learning action cell on creating video lessons. So the way the classroom is organized is evolving between societal advancement and teaching led learning in this classroom. There is a technological divide as we can observe while technology has greatly changed our society. School-based teaching and learning activities have remained very disconnected from it in our classroom. Knowledge taught by the teacher as an antiquated, teacher-centric manner that is frequently monotonous and fails to pick students' interest. Nonetheless, student-centric education in the norm in the 21st century because students absorb knowledge from the variety of resources, the use of ICT and multimedia in the classroom is crucial and students' familiarity with those tools is also necessary. So, to fund this program, so maintenance and other operating expenses will be used or the MOOE. So we don't have registration fees. And as a proponent, your as a proponent, it's me, and Arlene Panlipunan teacher in Simona National High School. That's that's all sums up my research titled The Use of Instructional Videos in self-learning module-based instruction in Araling Panlipunan 7. Thank you and God bless.